enjoy the show. I want to see too.
We are Lugnutz. No Supra for you.
They went to Chile to...
It looks chilly. That's like putting a padlock on your door, alright? You can just break it off.
You know what they say, if you don't have Lugnutz, the car's not going anywhere.
You roll that thing, you and your kids are dead. This is Walljangers and Walljangers Media Network, podcast number 89 of that group, and we are Lugnutz. I am Matthew Bucarell, the Mattman, and to my left is Stephen Bucarell, Big Brother. We got another good one for you, and of course, you'll find this podcast as well as many others over at pjnwh.com. You see podcast number 88.
Hey, I'm wearing the same jacket.
Battlefronted Up, R.I.P. Bruce Billis, and Intergalactic Ways, super-powered people eaters. And, Of course, you can find all our podcasts right here on the YouTube, SoundCloud. Internet, don't fail me now. Are you failing me, Internet? Yeah, you're failing me, Internet.
Feel free to contact us on the contact page. Follow us on all social media. Like and share below. Thank you.
Like, subscribe, and comment. So this is Lugnutz. We go over all the
automotive news I can find that's somewhat interesting. I don't think I have too many SUVs this week.
Nice.
Probably the first week.
So for the first story,
go down to that picture. Chevy Corvette C8 is going to debut at the Daytona Rolex 24.
Okay.
Or Rolex Daytona 24. NASCAR.
Corvette's always a classic.
But here's what I found surprising. It's going to get 27 highway miles to the gallon. There's other photos.
Oh.
And it will get 15 city miles.
Okay. I mean,
so sound like they have a...
Are you really looking for miles per gallon when you're talking about buying a Corvette, though?
How much range do you think it will have?
The 250, 300 range?
500 miles.
Okay.
500 mile range. That's impressive. And it looks nice. I'm never going to be able to afford one, but...
It's a nice front end. There you go.
All the places in the world you can sit. You can sit right here.
Gigantic couch.
We have video proof. He could have sat right here. Okay. I think it's an excellent car.
I mean, it's a nice
it's
front
excellent
end. That's
looking.
a sexy back end.
Yeah. And the whole side view.
Mm-hmm.
That is nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
And it's got nice curves, nice defining edges right there. That's a bitch of a door, though. You got that half of that popping out with the door.
Oh, yeah.
That's a little bit weird. But, I mean, still, classic car. But, goes really
This one will be one for the record books. People, get out your checkbooks if you have the extra money. Next story we have about Cadillac. I actually found these last week, but this was really all the stories there were.
You're getting it all.
Cadillac, because life is not all doom and gloom. Third year in a row, global sales for the CT6.
Okay.
And they're not available anymore in the U.S. Because they only sold about 100,000 of them, I think, total in the U.S. I don't think there's any better pictures. I think that's just that's about it. They're not selling it in the U.S., but they have double-digit sales in China. So they're going to keep selling it in China. To all our happy China probably can't listen to us.
Well, I mean, they're probably pretty sick with the coronavirus, so they really probably don't care about us.
I don't really follow the news.
Coronavirus, deadly virus like SARS,
is it going to affect
snakes.
the car?
Depending on if you have wildlife that are around the car that
could be a lot of extra cars in China. Okay.
Yeah, but would you really want a Chinese car?
Next, we have something very predictable from Toyota. I mentioned it last week on the Triforce briefly.
What?
If you have a Toyota, Honda is also mentioned in other stories. I didn't include that because they have a Supra down here. I think it's much better than some other cars we could look at.
Hey, there it is.
Oh no,
Get rid of the ad.
That's a
Toyota Land
it's a
Cruiser.
RAV4.
All
right.
Yeah. All right.
It affects. I thought there was a Supra. That's the other story.
No.
It affects the RAV4 Celica Supra from
No Supra for you.
1990 to 2000.
Okay.
And it also affects Honda and all the relevant brands to those major parent companies.
Okay.
But Toyota, I found this one today, has another issue. Toyota had those brake problems a couple years ago.
Yeah.
They're
you
having,
may have heard it.
They're having a new brake problem, and Toyota says it's not going to pay to fix it until it breaks.
Okay. That's weird.
It has to do with the 10-year brake warranty, and they're not going to do anything until you die. So
2010
Be
to
very-
2015 Prius lawsuit alleges that Toyota will only fix the known brake defect after it goes bad, putting drivers in more than 1 million Toyotas at risk. That just goes to show that it is.
come on,
indeed
Toyota, get
a
your
company.
shit together. We expect more from you. Come on.
I mean,
You're
look,
not
it
for
has to break for you to be able to fix it. That's kind of like, it's like a warranty tipping point at that point, you know? I mean, yeah, they don't want to pay it all.
All right. Well, it didn't make the equation from Fight Club. How he explains the equation.
Stinky's still looking for
Chris and Kelly. They don't show up on this show.
No.
Click below for
You
more
will
shows.
find them tomorrow.
Next, we have a Mazda Miata M concept car. I thought this was really cool because you can mute it and play that footage. This is a one-off concept car. They were thinking in 1996. They showed it at the New York Auto Show. It was a concept of a hard top. Did it not show anything?
I was just making sure it was muted. Okay, what the fuck is going on?
Hit the
Internet
the
is
arrow.
still a bit slow.
Okay. Well, it looks like a Mazda coupe. After the internet is stuck, you can edit this part out. Or not. Like, whatever.
Man.
All right, let's move on. It was just, it's, you know, like those hard top versions with the top up.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
what hey, there we go.
It's like that.
You can. It looks just like
It's a Mazda
that.
Miata M. Let me get full screen in that bitch.
M Coupe. This was a concept in 1996 that they were kicking around. They decided
should've made
to not go with it. It's a hot-looking little car, and it's one of a kind. So they did the story at...
Nice interior right there. Very classic.
Yeah. Well, you want the interior to look good because sometimes these concept cars don't have an engine.
And you look at that back end, and I paused it for a reason, because that is a very classic, very Mazda, very small car, but it will just hug the roads. It's I'm really impressed with Mazda's.
Mazda's got good stuff going on.
Yeah.
So that's I just wanted they give the 360 of the
We don't
car.
have to show the Japanese, man.
We don't need to show the whole thing. In Mercedes news, they're reaching new altitudes. They reached the all-time altitude record with not one truck, but two trucks. They went to Chile to...
It looks chilly.
Yes.
See what I did there.
6,694 feet, I assume. So Mercedes breaking altitude records.
You're not going to break that down into metric the metric
No,
system
I don't.
for us?
I don't. It might be metric. I don't know. I don't work in engineering anymore. But they look like some heavy-duty trucks.
Oh yeah.
Mercedes pushing
Probably
the
some
limit
diesels.
once again.
Yeah, probably some diesel engines in there.
Oh yeah. I did not write down the engine. Next, we have a story
How would you like to buy tires for that?
Those would be rather expensive, I'd imagine. I expect them to last a long time.
Yeah.
So, as you may know, they're doing a Corvette Stingray. It looks like there. I think there's a picture of it, from Twitter. The brand new Corvette Stingray that's not on sale yet had its wheels stolen. You go down and you can see on the...
Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah, it's up on blocks.
It sure did.
Yeah.
Nobody is safe. And I guarantee you they had wheel locks on it.
Yeah.
Guarantee. Nobody.
Yeah.
That's like putting a padlock on your door, all right? You can just break it off. Just break it up. There's nothing saving you from a padlock. That just like wheel locks. Nothing.
They do. Although it does make you feel better when you buy a new car. That's what it is. It's that warm and fuzzy feeling inside.
Like in Tommy Boy. There's no guarantee on the box. I need a guarantee on the box so my rims don't get stolen and put on. Look, and I guarantee you that thing was not left on jack stands. That thing was left on like cinder blocks and trash. 100%.
That poor car. Okay, well, we have a
See, there you go. It's a fucking 2x4.
I didn't even put
It's
it
a fucking 2x4 they have it on. That's wrong. If you're going to take the rims, I understand, but
Fox News getting some free coverage.
At least be classy. Don't put a Stingray on a 2x4.
It's not their car. They just wanted the wheels, man.
I know, but look at that. I'd cry for that car.
A rock. It's on two rocks. It's a rock.
Oh, that's on a brick. Oh, they just put it on bricks. Flat out in the hood. They just put that shit on 2 bricks. That's not
there's
even
your
a
lug.
2x4.
There's your
Stingray on
Lugnutz.
bricks. Just nah.
Well,
man,
you know what they say.
What do we put it on? Just grab those 2 bricks. We're good.
Well, you know what they say.
Oh man. Oh.
You know what they say, if you don't have lug nuts, car's not going anywhere. Up next, we have Bronco news. After that very tragic...
Which just goes to show, you need lug nuts.
I think this one, I have 2 pictures. They're going to have a variety of colors for the new Bronco, which I think is probably sold out by now. So
green,
if you are getting one of the new Broncos, you can get green, orange, gray, and... I think that one at the bottom,
it's turquoise.
By you, turquoise, teal.
Yeah. It's like a teal turquoise kind of color. Stop licking me. My wiener's licking.
He was talking about the dog.
Yeah, my wiener's licking me.
Oh, and that if you look at that roof, the next story has to do with the roof. The black one's not bad. What was OJ's?
It was a Bronco. Yeah.
What color? Was it
white.
Brown?
It was white.
Oh, white. They're not offering white?
A white Bronco.
They are going to have on the new Bronco, as soon as the ad goes, no, it's up top there, just the patent part.
There we go.
They're going to have, or possibly they could have in the brand new Bronco, a removable roof.
Okay. I mean, Jeep already beat to it, but that's interesting.
Yeah, but now they're getting into the market. They really want it, seems like they want it to be a quality off-road vehicle. That's the direction they're going.
See, here's the thing. When you take the roof off of a Jeep, there's still a roll cage. This is saying, oh, we're just going to take your roof off. That doesn't seem safe to me. You're going to have you roll that thing, you and your kids are dead.
It'd be fun on the road, though.
Until you roll it and kill your children.
I don't have children.
Oh, what happened to Molly? Oh, it's okay. She got a little bit of road rash. But
Okay.
I'm sticking with that joke.
All right. Well, I hope you didn't like the Cadillac CT5.
Not particularly. I mean...
Well, it is no longer going to be for sale. Actually, it is. They're just changing the name. This story I thought was interesting. That's the car there, I assume.
Yeah.
The Cadillac CT5 is now called the CTS.
Okay.
Or the CTS is now called the CT5. They're trying to compete with BMW.
So many people are.
Okay, the CT4
It's not a bad back end.
with the Cadillac CT4, they're trying to compete with the BMW 2 Series.
Yeah.
With the CT5 or CTS or whatever the hell they're calling it now, I'm not CT5, I guess.
Yeah.
They're trying to compete with the BMW 5 Series. Now that's a pretty.
Those are interesting rims.
They're going to have the option of
a different option of rims.
Of a twin turbo 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine.
Okay. Twin turbo, no? Okay.
Okay, yeah. You know.
I mean, I would want a different option of rims.
But they're just going to change the name and they're going to try and move more towards we can compete with you, BMW.
Yeah.
So they might get into the, if you want to compete with BMW, get into motorsports.
I'm just not sold on
I'm sure they're lovely cars.
Lovely is
but
not something
Yaris
I
can
want
go to the next story.
That lovely is not something I want to compare a car to.
It's just not really for me. So, we have been talking a lot. This is just a photo. About the Toyota Yaris. Now they're going to have the GR, which may be coming to the U.S. This is a sport version. This is an all-wheel drive car.
Yeah. We commented
They
on
may be kind of, sort of, might be thinking about bringing it to the United States, and they've offered some specs. Okay. 257 horsepower of 280. With a weight of 2,822 pounds, which is pretty light.
268 horsepower is nothing to scoff at. That's definitely a nice.
In Japan, it is currently offered with 268 horsepower.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, especially for a little Yaris, it kind of looking a little Civic, a little kind of like hatchback bubble.
It does. I do kind of like the styling on it. It's not bad.
I'll allow it.
All right. Oh, and Honda won some motorcycle race. It was all in the news. There's no Honda news because they won a motorcycle race.
Okay.
Yeah, Honda won some motorcycle race, but now we have a story on Hyundai and Nissan Leaf. They're now offering Safe Shield 360 standard. It's just really for the pictures.
Okay.
So these are the all-electric vehicles. They're trying to get you to, they want you to buy. But this story is saying that there's a price point, there's a mile point where most people won't buy a car before it can go over that many miles, like the electric hybrid we were talking about earlier, 500 mile. They're touting that they have a 37% bigger battery, but they can still go 170 mile range. They claim, but they were only able to get 124 miles out of it on a charge, and from the federal government, you also get a $7,000 tax credit.
Yeah, but that's really for city people.
They say in the story at something Clean Tech. Okay, cleantech.com. You get some free press there. That the price point where most people are looking for is about 200 miles. You have to go over 200 miles before people will start to consider it. It's all right, I guess.
I mean, the Nissan Leaf is it's a quick little electric car, and
so
if you can get 200 miles out of it.
Well, actually, they were saying this. The Longi, this is per kilowatt, how many miles they get. The Hyundai Longai, whatever it is, gets 4 miles for every 1 kilowatt. Now, whether it actually gets that, because they said it gets 170 mile range, probably got that out of the... No, he's going to wait for Kelly and Chris. Whereas the Tesla only gets 3.8 miles per kilowatt, and the Leaf gets 3.4 per kilowatt. So they got that going for them. If you'd like one of these, you can get it for $39,000. $7,000 less if you get the tax credit. So you got that going for you.
So you can
Get
go
all
Hyundai
pompous
or you
and,
can go Nissan.
Now we need a little palate cleanser. The MX-5.
My leg is not a good mouse pad.
We have helpful tips all over the place here.
Yeah. MX-5 Miata. There you go.
Oh, right. As of February, the Mazda MX-5 will have all new colors.
Okay.
And a brand new key fob. You can get yours for $27,500 to $33,000.
Interesting little.
They have it's a Mazda. It's fun to drive, and I assume they're reliable. It's a hot-looking car. They really turned that one around.
Yeah.
No more hairdresser comments for people who drive a little Miata. Up next, we have Ford Subaru. The Ford Fusion will be coming back, but they're going to change the nameplates and the badges, and they're going to call it a Subaru.
Okay.
We kind of saw this coming. They had stuff in development, I assume, and they wanted it. It looks like a Ford Fusion.
Mixed
This
with a Subaru.
is
It looks
what
just like that.
in Europe they don't call it the Fusion; they call it the Mondeo. That's the one that Jeremy Clarkson and the Grand Tour guys like the best. They can all agree on.
It's a solid little Ford, especially. I mean, it's not a bad little wagon, especially if you can get it like that. I mean, it's not really. I wouldn't consider that a crossover, but it is like a small SUV sedan crossover.
Yes, we try and get budget ideas around here. And to finish up the podcast, we have two lists. We have budget thrills, cars for a thrill on a budget.
Would you
from Cars.com?
Can you let me do a podcast, please? Thanks.
This happens all the time.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Cheap thrill cars. Little Mazda at the top of the list. Figure we just go through the list.
Okay.
Looks like we have a... it's a Corolla SE and Corolla hatchback SE.
Little Corollas are a fun little
They are fun
small sedan. It's a good bop around car that's going to give you good fuel economy, and especially for $23,000 for a sedan and $21,000 for a hatchback.
21 too.
And
I
that's
wonder
entry level. So
if that comes with air conditioning, and it probably comes with everything.
It comes with air conditioning and a radio.
Wow, seats too?
Yeah, and seat belts.
It looks like they designed it to be a fun little car.
It's a reliable little Japanese car.
About the hood, but
2-liter engine. It's one of those Toyotas that just a little engine that could.
Mazda 3.
Yeah, man. $22,000 for a sedan, $24,000 for a hatchback.
That's not it's not a bad looking car. It's going with that same
The Mazda 3
styling.
is just, all of them have been synonymously reliable and a really good buy.
There.
Go to Piazza Mazda. Hyundai, Piazza Hyundai as well.
The Turbo R-Spec.
Okay.
$24,000.
Weird back end. I don't feel that's the best picture.
Click the arrow, see if it gets anything.
Yeah, because that's not the best picture you could have shown for your product.
147 horsepower, 2-liter engine.
A bit of a British nose there on that. I kind
of yeah. But they do look like they're going for the hot
with like
hatch.
the weird, confused.
They're trying to give you a
back end. Like, I don't know what I want to do with the back end. Hurry up and put something out, and then in the front, they're
well,
like,
I think they're trying to make it. They're trying to follow the Yaris with that fast kind of look. You see how they have the red turbo.
I like those rooms better. I like those rooms better than the other one.
Yeah. They're really working on good stuff.
It's not dead. The manual transmission. Yes, a little 5-speed.
Little turbo. It looks like it's a really fun car.
Not a lot of plastic covering all under the hood. Guarding shit that you're gonna lose. All those little plastic clips. It's right there. Alternator. Boom. Quick. Simple. That's what's good about Hyundais and Kias and all that.
Easy to maintain.
Work on.
Easy to work on. If you're looking for a car you want to work on yourself,
interesting little plain Korean interior there. So yeah,
That's what you get from them. Another
Elantra.
Get yours for about $25,000.
N line with the manual.
Let's see if it has any specs below. It's not a bad looking car.
So
It's a nice
about
looking little car.
$24,000, you could purchase one at the base.
Automatic adds $1,100. It's not bad. It's not bad styling wise, I guess. For
N line
car.
comes with some slick summer tires, although equipped with a manual transmission. So the N line, you're going to get the manual trans with the Elantra there. And a 6-speed manual transmission.
6-speed manual.
That's
wow,
nice. That's nice. And the red stitching right there reminds me of GTI. Michelin pilots. Some decent tires actually right there. Michelin's are really
nice
really
interactive
tires.
audio system.
Yeah.
Wow,
Nice.
you know what? Hyundai isn't what I remember.
Yeah, that's a solid interior right there.
Yeah.
You know, blue.
It doesn't look.
A lot of blue neutral lights.
I know these are
Calming.
publicity photos, but it doesn't look overly plasticky. They're trying
And
to class it up a little bit, but
you got your entertainment up here. You got your H-Con
Yeah.
down here. And you got
Climate
all the
control.
controls right here on the steering wheel, just like everybody's accustomed to now.
the
So-
climate control is probably not the bottom bargain basement price of $25,000.
It's not gonna keep. It's not gonna keep raw meat
Let's
fresh.
see
in the front
what
seat.
else we got.
So we got the
Honda Civic SI.
That's pretty nice looking front end. I gotta say.
For a Honda Civic, yeah.
You know, it's
Nice little red. It was that 4-door? I didn't see any other picture.
yeah. They've really
Little 4-door Honda Civic. Honda Civic
They've
is
kind of come into their own with this kind of body line when they went with
As-
that real sharp front.
Yep, as we've seen in the last Lugnutz, Honda Civic is one of those cars that people don't like to sell.
But the rear end there, I'm not sold on this Blade Runner rear. You know,
For Honda, it's kind of
Kelly Collins, welcome to the Lugnutz podcast. We appreciate you. And what do you think about this rear end on the? What do you think about this ass?
on this Honda.
Yeah, with this Honda ass. I'm not really sold on it. It's got the two little butt dimples, like he's got the little cinnamon swirls on the back. You know, right there on the. It's very much a weird back end.
Probably for ventilation, I'd imagine.
I mean, it
It's
looks
not
nice
bad.
sitting in the.
Oh no, it's
stall.
2-door.
Well, there's a
Two-door
two-door
and
and a
4-door.
Yeah,
I do like the 2-door one.
nice wing, and you'll get your SI models that are.
Let's see if they
very
have
nice.
they have some of the specs.
Very nice rims on the SI.
Oh yeah, sometimes they have really good.
And a very compact engine. You look at the Hyundai, and it's
You
just
need
like
to take that to the dealership.
it's like a kindergartner made the Hyundai,
Yeah,
and a high schooler made the Honda, and it's a fun little fact for you: Honda engines turn the other way. Everybody else goes one clockwise. Honda goes counterclockwise.
Okay,
Nobody
if you
knows.
want to be different,
Yeah, nobody.
get
knows.
yours for $26,000.
Nobody. Knows.
Base priced fun.
Oh, that's the Civic. And we got a
I
GLI.
believe this is the
Jetta.
last one, Jetta. That's a nice looking car.
love the GLIs. The
I love
GLIs
that-
are solid fucking Volkswagen engineering. You get the laser welded roof to rockers there, and a really solid engine in it as well, which I believe is they have a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, 4-cylinder turbo. 4-cylinder with
258 pounds of torque.
and 228 horsepower. The 6-speed manual transmission and 7-speed
That-
dual clutch automatic. The dual
That
clutch
car
is
would
nice.
be a monster.
Yeah, the dual clutch is nice to where if you're a real purist, you're gonna really just only side with that 6-speed manual because the Volkswagen manual transmission is just a monster. It's very nice, very smooth, and you can't go wrong with this Jetta. Man. It's a nice full size sedan that can get it.
And I really like the German.
One of my
style.
valets at work now, they have just had a GLI, and it's just a great car.
Did he
I loved
GLI
my
up the
GTI.
front end?
No, he did. The GTI and the GLI are just nice performance TSI engine, and it's just solid interior. Volkswagen, very German, very thoughtful.
Oh yeah.
They put a lot of thought into their interior.
That's what I really
Especially
like
with the
a
buttons
good
right here, your
Volkswagen.
hazard right there in the center. You have everything that you need, and it's well thought out and well explained.
Yep. Next, we have the last list. I thought this one was good to go over quick. Just for fun, just to drive.
Okay, little Toyota FRS right there.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. Number 20, the Subaru Impreza. Wow, 20,000.
Yeah, that's not an STI. A STI is not 20,000. The Subaru Impreza is 20,000. That is clickbait right there. But an Impreza is still a solid ride if you're looking for a nice affordable vehicle. The Impreza is nice. You get one. I'm not sure if they have it.
I don't know if it'll come with that.
Manual, but,
2.5 liter turbocharged.
152 horsepower in the
That's not bad.
5-speed manual. Yes, yeah, so
Probably it looks like it should be light.
You can get an Impreza with a 5-speed manual, have a decent car. It's a Subaru. It's going to last you for a while until it has oil.
Mind the eye,
engine
oil
leaks.
leaking.
Yeah.
Next, we've seen another
On the Elantra
again.
GT.
The Elantra on this. We just talked about this one.
Mm-hmm. 4-cylinder
That's
engine.
the 4-door. 161. Wow, I wonder what it weighs.
6-speed automatic transmission.
There you go.
So that's just a classic transmission.
Number 18, the Kia Rio.
Which looks like
a lot like the last one.
it looks like your crazy aunt drives that car.
You know that front part, the little part where it goes in? I'm not so sure about that part.
Yeah, no. That's a
They say it's fun to drive. It's
on there.
Wow.
I would rather look at a Chevy Spark.
14,000.
Yeah.
The Chevy Spark. Oh,
Coming in for the
crumb. And they'll apparently paint it in whatever color you want.
Oh, so Kelly said I'm not a fan of the Dimples. Honda Civic is a Me Too car, though. Oh, you have a Civic? Oh, me too. Very good point. Thank you for watching, Dan Birch. German engineering is also ways reliable. I know a lot of people with Jettas, love them, and my buddy in college let me drive his STI. Blow-off valve is intimidating. It is intimidating with the blow-off valve on the STI.
Oh yeah, I love it.
My buddy Troy had one, and one of my favorite memories.
That's how we got the name, Turbo Troy.
One of my favorite memories is he picked me up on a snowy night, and we went to this cul-de-sac right around the corner, and we just did cyclones in the cul-de-sac, and it was so much fun. And I will always remember that STI.
Country fun. Up next, we have the Honda Fit.
You have
17.
definitely seen this car driving down the road with its
I know
weird
a guy
ass,
who owns one.
weird back end. Can't stress that enough. I hate that.
It's a very simple design. Up next, we have
to this one.
Oh, you want to go back to this one?
I don't want to.
Up next, we have the BMW
for
i3.
$45,000. Suck my dick, BMW.
All right.
No.
They're getting kind of expensive because to afford that, you got to be James with me.
And it's ugly. Look
It is.
At that.
It's very German techno ugly.
It looks like somebody.
They let the
had
German
too many
techno
Molly.
people design it. Look.
They had too many Molly the night before, and they had to turn in the final product. That's what that was. Ugh. I need a palate cleanser like
there
a Yaris.
you go. Next is a Toyota Yaris.
For 16.
Wow.
Entering in there for 16, it's not going to be, the
You're not
GR.
going to get anti-lock brakes, I imagine. But
Oh, man, ABS is standard nowadays.
Oh,
but-
okay. Well, then you won't die. Mazda Miata, my
26.
personal favorite, 26.6. 181 horse. Wow. 181 horsepower.
Yeah.
0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds.
Nice.
Mini Cooper.
23,000.
Here's what I don't like
They
about.
consume a lot of oil in their engines.
Here's what I don't like about the Mini Cooper. They're like, we're here. I'm driving. Here's the dial. No, it's not. We are not driving.
Yeah.
I am driving, and you're sitting there.
I don't need to know what speed.
You don't need to know where we're going. No. Oh,
That's the car
we're going.
for the person who your mom is letting you drive.
Oh,
but she still
we're
wants
going
to see the speed.
56. Oh,
Yeah.
speed racer. Speed was 55.
Yeah. And my favorite, the GTI at 29.
29.5.
And then I hope you can get it in a two-door Volkswagen.
Probably,
It's been going back and
yeah,
forth
probably.
with two-door and four-door. The two-door, I had a two-door model in 08,
Oh, yeah.
which I loved. And the two-door GTIs are just amazing.
Mhm.
If you can get a GTI, it's definitely going to be a good drive. And, you know,
Oh, that German
nice
engineering
black
is
and white rim and body. That's
nice.
classic car. And the
Subaru
BRZ,
BRZ, the one
which-
from up top.
Turbo Troy drives currently a BRZ.
2-liter 4-valve engine, 5 horsepower. Damn. 6-speed manual. I didn't expect it to have that much.
Yeah, but it's a nice rear-wheel drive car.
Although his probably has a little bit more than that. Chevy Cruze at 18,000. It's 18,000.
It's a Chevy,
Okay, it's a Chevy.
4-cylinder engine.
If you gotta go, that's where you can do it.
The
Toyota
86.
86.
It's a BRZ, but it's also that's the 86.
Okay. 7.
Subaru and Toyota have the same car.
Yeah. So same specs. Ford Fiesta at 15.2. Clearly, that must not mean this country. Oh, the 2019 version.
Mm-hmm.
Get it now before they turn it into a Subaru.
You can actually find a 2019 for a pretty good deal right around now.
Huh.
So if you're looking for a good deal, look for the 2019s around now and go at the end of the month, and you'll get a really great deal.
Fantastic.
The CX-3 from Mazda, 21K.
It's one of those crossover things.
Yeah, very nosy, very. I want to be a SUV.
Yeah, it's a Mazda. It could be fun to drive.
I want to be an SUV, but I don't want all the space.
Yeah, this next one looks like a good rental car. Fiat 500, because it's not my problem afterwards.
Nah, you don't want to drive that.
As a rental car.
Even an A-Barth? No, I wouldn't. I would not.
It's the type of car you get as a rental car in Europe. It's a very European car.
Yeah, I wouldn't drive that. Sonic.
Chevy Sonic 17
No
something.
hedgehog.
It looks just like the other Chevy.
That is the stupidest place for a Maroni label.
Yeah,
That's what that's called. It's Maroni label.
Okay, well, it's in a Moroni location. It's not a horrible looking car, it's just a car.
4-cylinder, 1 point. If you don't care about cars, you're going to buy that.
Yeah.
A 1.4 liter. It's going to have
1.4
amazing gas
liter
efficiency.
engine, 138 horsepower.
That's
which
all
is
the
kind of
power
a
you
lot.
need. You just need to go get
Six-
your groceries.
6-speed automatic.
Go
Yeah.
to the farmer's market, get your fresh squash, and go right back before church. That's what that car's for.
Car for everyone. Honda Civic at a little over 20,000.
I mean,
4-cylinder engine,
It's a
Honda
classic
Civic
car.
made the other list. So, they are fun to,
classic car, and it's
people
going to
love
last forever.
as Kelly pointed out, or whoever that was. We'll give Kelly credit.
We'll give Kelly credit. Kelly deserves credit.
All right. Mitsubishi Mirage.
These come in.
14,000.
Mitsubishi is one of those manufacturers where they will put this car out in any fucking color you want. You want a hot pink Mirage? You're getting a hot pink Mirage. You want a lime green Mirage? You're going to find a lime green Mirage.
Honda will also do that with some of their cars too. There's
Yeah,
this woman,
but
she
Honda's
drives this
not really-
bright green something. What else we got? Is that the number one? That can't be the number one.
Number one is the Buick Verano for 21K.
I
Very
got to
Buick.
admit, I didn't think a Buick would be 21.
But, I mean, very Buick front end, right? But
Yeah.
I guarantee you, that interior is going to be luxurious. It's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
feel
it's going to be
so
nice. It looks like it'd be fun.
good.
That looks like a fun drive.
I had a friend
It's a
who-
very small car.
He started driving in a Buick LeSabre, and his parents always drove Buick. They're not coming. His parents always drove Buicks, and it was always an extremely comfortable car.
Well, They've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
All right. I think that is all our cars.
That is all the cars.
Does it say it comes with Wi-Fi?
It does come with what? LTE Wi-Fi.
4G Wi-Fi. 180 horsepower, 4-cylinder engine, 6-speed automatic transmission.
You remember when you had to have like a
drive.
coloring book? You had to have like a Game Boy, the brick, and you had to time it out with the street lights if you were driving at night, if you wanted to play. None of that anymore. You got, oh, I need a TV in the back for my kids. Why the fuck do your kids need a TV in the car? There's no reason for that.
Because it shuts them up.
That's the only reason.
And that is the end of the podcast. Like and subscribe below. Thank you for listening, Walljangers.
Contact us at pjnwh.com and list your name, your email, and your message. Follow us on social media, pjnwh, facebook.com/pjnwh, at pjnwh on Instagram and Twitter. This has been the Lugnutz Podcast, number 89. And, we appreciate you all, and thank you for watching. We will see you for a special, well, not a special. We'll see you for the regular Triforce Podcast on Monday. And next Sunday, we may be coming to you live from a certain auto show that may be in the upper northeastern area region, and particularly Philly.
Yes, and the auto show in Philadelphia next Sunday.
So we're going to come to you live. We're going to get a nice video in. We're going to be recording, and
we'll try and get some videos of some of our favorite cars.
Trying to get some people involved in the Love Balloon as well. So check out Matthew Kennedy's The Black Opinionated Podcast, as well as the Light Skin Breakdown with Teddy Schools, part of the Love Balloon, and check out all the great content coming to you from Walljangers and Walljangers when we go live. Thank you, everybody, for watching and tuning in, and
all right, that is all.
3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
That's a podcast.
Yeah, that's what we call it. Why the fuck do your kids need a TV in the car? There's no reason for that. For the person who your mom is letting you drive, but she still wants to see the speed. A kindergartner made the Hyundai, and a high schooler made the Honda. Oh, you have a Civic? Oh, me too. This is, I want to be an SUV, but I don't want all the space.
Does it say it comes with Wi-Fi?
It does come with one. LTE. What podcast number is this? Is this
Lugnutz number
4, 3, 4.
Lugnutz number something. We're on podcast number something.
1, 2, 3. So, wow, this is our 5th Lugnutz. But this is podcast number 89.
Lugnutz number 5. Wow. There was no Lugnutz last week because there was no real stories.
Ain't that a bitch? So
I don't see doing one for like 4 stories.
Understandably so. So
I'm like 12 SUV stories that I didn't. Another one in the books.
Stop streaming. Stop.
Pizza. Oh, pizza. Cuckoo.